The leaker has access to an early build of GTA 6, and that's really bad. A new clip has been leaked. This one is titled Plane. The video is mostly Jason flying a crop duster stunt plane with the cinematic camera. There's not too much to describe. We're looking at Leonida from above, flying, I think, from the south towards Vice City. He flies over a dirt racetrack, looks like a figure eight inside of a zero. Almost right next to that is the prison. I'm not sure if this is the one from both trailers, but it certainly looks like it could be. It's quite sizable too. Near the prison, but a little further towards Vice City, Jason passes this tower, so at least you can kind of imagine, if you haven't seen the leak already, where this is. There are volumetric clouds just like Red Dead Redemption 2, and they look gorgeous. A lot of them seem quite low too, so we're going to be able to fly through these suckers. Finally. The map does seem quite big from this angle, as does Vice City itself. Everything I'm seeing is also so densely packed with detail. There's stuff everywhere, and from what I see in Vice City, there are quite a few buildings with helipads, and a couple of them have helicopters on them. As the cinematic camera pans over to Vice Beach and the small islands in the middle, we get our first look at the radio selector. It's not a wheel this time, nor is it tied to the vehicle apparently. Here's a basic mock-up of the UI that I spent not nearly enough time on. You'll notice it says Radio On Demand. Something that's been rumored for a while is the ability to listen to music anytime you want. There's no off button here, there's just a mute button. He scrolls backwards through the stations, so we'll go from right to left. First is a radio station called Honey, could well be talk radio. And there's Dirty South Classics. I'll be enjoying that one, I can assure you. Circa Loco Records also shows up, big surprise. And then of course there's V-Rock, which will be a certified banger. He unmutes the radio on V-Rock and it starts playing For What It's Worth by Stevie Nicks. Then he changes to Backcountry Radio, which will probably be my favorite station. And it's playing Rhinestone Cowboy by Glenn Campbell. A true classic. And then on Symphony FM, it's playing Sibelius's Symphony No. 5, third movement, Allegro Molto. And then it's Stockyard FM, playing Overpowered by Roisin Murphy. He doesn't scroll anymore, instead letting this song play, but two more stations are shown. DNU as well as Emotion FM. Oh, I'm so happy to see Emotion back. And it better have Fernando Martinez as our Laszlo substitute. That man belongs in Vice City. He then continues to fly until we get around this area. He's up here somewhere in the plane. I can see the Sahara Arena, the Ferris wheel, and the cruise ship. Some of the clouds are looking a little buggy. There's some lighting issues there, but it's not a big deal. Like everything else, this is what the extra time polishing is for. The video then abruptly cuts, and this is where it gets worrying. It cuts to a video of Jason standing on the ground with a semi-automatic rifle that has a red dot sight. He's wearing exactly the same thing as in all of the other clips, and he uses this gun to shoot the word leak with 2 E's onto the wall. After doing so, he gains a wanted level and a new icon appears, a weapon, meaning that the police potentially may know if you're armed or not. The name of the leaker is Cyberleak with 2 E's and leak, but I'll take a page from MCT's book and call him Cybercheeks. So, Mr. Cheeks seems to have access to a build of the game. I said this in my last video, but we couldn't be too sure until, unfortunately, now we can. This person has an early build of the game, and this is getting dangerous. There is a potential for story leaks now, and that's the worst case leak scenario for me, besides the game files themselves. This person must have gained access to a dev kit somehow. It's the only explanation. Either way, despite the crypto nonsense and the false virtue signaling, I hope they have the wherewithal to refrain from posting any more cutscenes or story stuff. I personally don't really give a shit about seeing a random road in Leonida for a 1 or 2 minute clip. I can take it or leave it, that's good. But I really can't take any story stuff. No matter what, this game is going to feel completely brand new when it releases. And it's going to be great. We're going to all forget about this when it does. I have to point out once again that the colors are washed out in this clip due to a bad HDR to SDR conversion. But you're just going to have to trust me when I say it looks fantastic. People have been saying that it doesn't look good, or that it just looks like, quote, another GTA, end quote. And they could not be more wrong. And they definitely couldn't be paying less attention to the clips they claim to watch. This does look a lot like Grand Red Dead Auto, but I only see that as a good thing. This game is the culmination of everything they've learned from 4, 5, Red Dead Redemption 2 in the best possible way. They've added to the gameplay in a few different ways, fleshing out the wanted system, fleshing out other things. You can now loot and pick up bodies, perhaps to hide them from anyone who might stumble across them and report them to the police. Immersion is the key to everything that they've done so far, and lots of people are saying that that's a bad thing, saying they're spending too much time doing these tiny little details when they should be focusing on the game. They just want a basic video game where they can skip all the cutscenes and just do missions. And then they'll say, oh, it's just another GTA game, you just drive from A to B and shoot things. Why are you playing a video game like this, or video games in general, if you don't want to engage with it, if you don't want to be immersed? It's a peculiar complaint, to be honest. Rockstar wants you to be Jason and Lucia in this world. It doesn't make sense to complain about attention to detail or things and mechanics that might make you play the game for longer. Don't you want the most out of your $100 video game? I don't understand. Either way, there are probably more leaks coming. It doesn't look good. I will not cover story leaks, mainly because I don't want to look at them. If any more interesting stuff comes out, I may make a video, but I think this is probably going to be the last one on this topic for now. Thanks for watching. I'd love to know what you make of all of this. Are we cooked? Is Rockstar? Let's discuss. Keep it breezy and take it sleazy.